What is going on? Hello, my YouTube people. Okay, so I just got off work. I officially have 7 days. Hang on, let me get out of the parking garage here. Come on. Oh, my hair's too big to fit through the window. So I just got off work. I officially have 7 days left working in the office. It is crazy. It feels insane. I said goodbye to a couple people for the last time today because they're going on leave. So they're not going to see me again. And it's really surreal. But I'm heading to the post office to pick up my Japanese eSIM that I'm going to be putting in my phone to get my Japanese phone number. And I was looking today on my flight itinerary, and I guess, I don't know why, I was thinking that because I have a 12-hour layover in Hawaii, and I was thinking that, oh, it would be great, I can, whatever, I can just sleep in the airport. Well, it turns out that isn't really gonna be able to be the case because they close the airport at midnight. So I land at 10, they close the airport at midnight, and it's closed until 4 o'clock in the morning, and the only place to sleep is outside under like a little awning thing on concrete benches or wooden benches that all have the little like metal armrests, so you can't even stretch out on those benches, which is not going to work. So I was like, okay, well, let me look and see what my options are, because had I been landing during the day, I would be able to just sleep wherever in the airport, but since I'm landing in the evening and doing like an overnight situation, I can't really get away with doing that. Now, could I spend the, however many hours, I guess the 4 hours on a concrete bench? Yeah, I could. And I mean, I'm still kind of like assessing whether or not I should do this, but my other plan is to take an Uber to a hostel that I found. There's this female-only hostel, and I already messaged the owner, and she said I can leave my luggage, so I can take an Uber there, check in, and get some sleep, and then really early in the morning, it's right next to Waikiki Beach, so the good thing would be super early in the morning, I can wake up and go watch the sunrise at the beach, which would be really amazing because I've never actually been to Hawaii before, and I figure since I have a layover there anyway, I might as well get a cool experience and take you guys along for the ride, and then call an Uber about like 6 o'clock in the morning and work my way over to the airport, because I have a friend who used to be a travel agent, and she's been to Hawaii lots of times and has family over there, and I believe she lived over there. She told me that's what she would do, but she just said to make sure I get to the airport like 3 hours in advance, because I guess they do like a biological materials check to make sure you don't have like sand or you're not like smuggling seashells and stuff like that. So that's my plan. I mean, and I would be spending probably 8 hours in the hostel, I guess, which it's gonna put me out like $100, which isn't that bad, like total, you know, and I mean, unless I buy food or whatever, but for the Uber rides and the hostel itself, everything would be about $100. So I'm trying to weigh, like, is it worth going, lugging all my stuff, you know, the hassle or whatever, I guess you could call it, of checking in, checking out, stashing my bags. Like, is it worth it so I can have some sleep? Because in the morning when I leave, you know, I have a little over an 8-hour flight to Tokyo. And then, of course, from that airport, I have to take the train for like an hour, or over an hour. It's like an hour and 20 minutes maybe. And I know I'm going to be really exhausted, so getting a good night's sleep is important to me, even if it's only a few hours. If it's a few hours of nice quality sleep, I think that would be worth it. The other issue of the outdoor area in the airport is they're playing like music and a lot of people complained of construction noises all night long. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. I mean, it's not that I can't, you know, and maybe if I was with someone else to kind of help watch my things while I'm sleeping, but I don't know. I think it would be worth it probably to just get the hotel for the night. Unfortunately, everything in Honolulu is pretty expensive. I'm gonna keep looking because I think there's stuff closer to the airport, but the problem is it's like $150 a night. So again, I have to weigh, like, is it worth it to me? Maybe to not have to take an Uber, or like if I can get an airport shuttle, I mean, that would be really convenient. But do I want to have convenience, or do I want to save money? These are kind of the things that I'm thinking about. I'm gonna call the airport tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. I'm not sure. I think they should still be open, and just kind of see, like, realistically what it's like. And I know a lot of people also, because there's a website that I looked on called Sleeping in Airports. Interestingly enough, that's a real website. And the reviews of this airport were just awful. I mean, apparently if you have your layover and you don't have to take your luggage out, like, that's fine, and you can stay in the airport side. But the problem with my ticket is that I have to go check out my luggage and then have them with me the whole time. And then I have to recheck in my bags later when it's closer to the time of my flight departure. I mean, at the end of the day, I saved like $500 on my plane ticket by doing this, like, big layover. So even if I end up spending $100 or more to get a hotel, I mean, I still think that's worth saving the extra money that I saved. It's just kind of a hassle to have to deal with. And I mean, there is obviously the option of just sucking it up and staying on the ground outside or whatever. You know, assuming there even is a concrete bench, because that's all there is, and I'm sure they do get taken up. But I could bring my Thermarest, like, air mattress that I have. It's just, I really didn't want to carry that, and I was going to try to sell it before I leave. So these are kind of the things that I'm dealing with. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm in my final, like, tomorrow's Friday. Today is can this guy let me over? Today is the 13th. something at work because one of my attorneys asked me which lunch place I would like to get food for them to get food for me from, because he's gonna pick up food. Like, all of my attorneys are chipping in to like treat me to food for that for next Thursday. And then one of the paralegals, my good friend, she was like, oh yeah, like, I was like, why are you acting like you know something that I don't know? And she was like, I don't know anything. I was like, I was like, okay. So, I mean, I've worked there for 5 years, you know, and it's been a really great job. I am very ready to be done with work, though, I will say, as much as I love so many people that I work with. And, you know, it's been an amazing job at the Attorney General's office. You know, I've worked there for 5 years. I climbed the ladder to supervisor, so I supervised 2 sections. It's been a lot of work, and I'm very tired. So I'm kind of done managing all that, and, you know, I've been doing all this, managing those 2 sections on my own for the last year, and now I'm training a new girl to be the legal office assistant. It's been a lot of work, so I'm really mentally exhausted, you know, dealing with that on top of moving out of the country. And I'm pretty excited to be done with working. I don't think I've had a break from work. Well, I know I haven't had a break from work since I was 20, other than a 6-month period where I broke my pelvis and I was out of work because I literally was in a wheelchair. 0 out of 10 recommend, let me tell you. That sucked. But yeah, you know, I've been working nonstop for these last 15 years, and you know, it's a blessing to have a job, of course, and it's a blessing to have a good job where, you know, you're getting paid and you're being recognized, and, you know, all of that stuff has been really great. But I'm so ready to just enjoy being a student, focus on myself, focus on language school, and just doing this new adventure, you know, of not just like learning Japanese and finishing and finally becoming fluent, but also, you know, doing a lot of actual deep self-work and healing that I haven't been able to do because I've been too busy and, you know, honestly distracted and focused on other things in life, focused on other people in life. And, you know, I think it is about time that I really focus on myself and develop a deeper relationship with who I am away from all of those different things, even though, you know, like I said, it's not that the people and the career that I have not been a huge blessing to me, because they have, but I really need time on my own, I think, to heal a lot of things that I've gone through, and to learn what it is that I want and what it is that I need and who it is that I am, you know, away from all the other things swirling around and taking my attention. So I'm excited, and I'm getting a lot done. I finally got my payment from the car dealership for my truck, which I was really, I don't want to say stressing like a lot about, but eventually I was like, hello, because it had been like a month and a half since I sold them my vehicle, and they didn't give me anything. And I was calling them, and, you know, I was like, am I getting a check soon? So finally I got my check yesterday, and I deposited it, and I deposited the rest of my cash from my yard sale that I had, and, you know, we're slowly but surely getting there. And it feels really good. to wrap all this stuff up. Like, really, I don't have anything huge left. One big thing that I really have to do is transfer my phone number over to the Japanese phone number, which is why I'm happy that I'm getting the Japanese SIM card, because, you know, all of my banks and important apps always send me the OTP to verify when I log in, and, you know, once they do that, in the future, when I don't have my phone number, that's going to be a big no-no, because I won't have this phone number. So, trying to take care of that as soon as possible. Tight squeeze in here. Yeah, trying to take care of that as soon as possible, just so I can have any OTPs or anything like that going towards my new phone number and switching everything over on that. I also got a new phone. Like, my bestie got a new phone and gave me his old one. Thank you, bestie. And so I'm getting used to having a new phone. It has a way better camera, so hopefully you guys will notice the vlogs look a little more beautiful and clean now. And other than that, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to chip away at my little errands one by one, and also rest. You know, I think I mentioned already, I'm sleeping in my sauna that's non-functional, and I've got my little, like, foam mattress, like, folded in half in there. I've actually been sleeping really good, so I'm grateful for that. And trying to sleep as much as I can, because once I get there, I don't know if you've ever been overseas, but jet lag is so real. And even if you do nothing strenuous, just traveling across, like, world timelines, or however you would call it, is physically exhausting. And last time I did it, I felt super sick for like a week. Like, not even like cold or flu sick, just like, you just feel exhausted. Like, it's horrible. So, and you know, since after I land, I'm gonna be starting class that same week and everything, I just want to make sure that I'm getting a lot of rest. So yeah, anyways, I'm at the post office, so I'm gonna go grab my eSim, and that's gonna be cool, because I guess you can activate it, or you can schedule a time that you wanted to activate. I'll probably do a whole video about how to do the eSims, but just for anyone else who's kind of on the same type of journey as me, going over there, even if you're only going over there temporarily for like a month or so, they have plans. I'm going through a company called Mobal, M-O-B-A-L, and I can link them below. They do short-term and long-term plans. So if you wanted to get a temporary Japanese phone number, you can do that, and the charge is really super reasonable. I got my eSIM for $16 US. And my plan's gonna be, I think it's like $25 a month or something, super cheap. Which, for reference, like, I pay $55 a month for my, I have Cricket right now, and I pay $55 a month, but I do have unlimited data. On the Japanese plan, they don't do unlimited data. I couldn't find anyone that does unlimited data. The plan that I'm gonna do has 30 gigabytes a month, and I think if you go over that, they just charge you. So it might actually even out. I mean, you know, if I go over, maybe it wouldn't even be as much, but there are restrictions. I can make a different video about that when I'm more set up with it and know more, but I will say too, Go Nihon, it's funny, they offer like a little discount through a link, but I got so excited when I purchased my SIM that I forgot to use their link, so I had emailed them, And I was like, oh, hey, like, you know, I'm a Gogo Nihon student. Can I still get my discount even though I forgot to use that code? And they emailed me back today and they were like, of course, we credited your account with 500 yen. That's what the discount was, 500. I couldn't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, any kind of discount, like, you know, I should probably get. But literally, that's like $3.19. It probably wasn't even worth my time to write the email, but, you know, I was thinking like maybe it was like a monthly discount or something. I don't think it was, though. 500 yen is like nothing. But hey, you know, that's like half the price of a latte or something, so I guess I'll take it. Anyways, though, I am gonna skedaddle and grab my SIM card. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys coming up in the next one. Peace.